Hi GraviTrax fans, Chris here with the Masked Marvel. Today we're going to show you exactly what's in the GraviTrax Giant Starter Set. Okay, today we're going to go over the GraviTrax Giant Starter Set. Let's summarize this set. Essentially what it is two basic starter sets plus one Vertical Pro starter set plus one tunnel expansion set, plus 7 to 8 of the expansions, of the small expansions, and we'll be seeing what those are. Now, it's not quite 3 full starter sets. Like I said, 2 base starter sets and a Vertical Pro starter set. In some pieces, it's almost like you're getting 3 starter sets together. In other pieces, you're not quite getting that many. So we're going to go through all of the details which have been loaded into the latest version of GraviSheet, which is an online reference for GraviTrax sets. It's free, and you can also store your own personal inventory in the spreadsheet. And then you can look at over 100 app codes that you can put into the GraviTrax app for tracks that you can build. And the spreadsheet will tell you if you have the inventory to build that particular track. So let's get started. I'm going to look down here at the spreadsheet as we go along, and I'll put that up here on the screen so that you can see as we go through the contents of the GraviTrax Giant Starter Set. Ready? Let's go. Okay, so I have highlighted the Giant Starter Set here in the spreadsheet. And you see at the top of the spreadsheet, we have all of the starter sets now, including the new Extreme Starter Set. We're going to compare them as we go along, just briefly. And then as you come down here, you see the Tunnels expansion set. So keep an eye on that, and we're going to compare this. So in the Giant Starter Set, we have 8 of the base plates right here. You can compare that to the other starter sets, and that's about double. So you don't get 3 times the base plates, you get about 2 times the base plates of a regular starter set. Moving over here to the large clear platforms, you get 2 of those. And that's essentially what is in most starter sets. So you're getting the equivalent of a regular starter set in large clear platforms. And you're also getting 2 small platforms, which the Speed Starter Set and the Extreme Starter Set also have 2 of the small platforms. So not the most cost-effective way to get small platforms. The price on Amazon.fr right now is 165 euros, by the way, for this GraviTrax Giant Starter Set. So keep that in mind. Now we do get about 3 times the marbles of a regular starter set. We get 3 of each color. Normally you get 1, and we get 9 of the silver marbles. Normally you get 3. So you're getting about 3 times 3 starter sets worth of marbles. There is no gold marble in this. The only set that has the gold marble that we know of is the Advent Calendar expansion set, which is about to come out. Moving on to the height tiles, the GraviTrax Giant Starter Set has 32 half height tiles, which is about 2 to 3 times what you get in a regular starter set. Normally you get 12 or 9 in the Vertical Pro. And then you get 100 large height tiles, which is about 2 to 3 times what you get in a regular starter set. Regular starter set has 40. The Obstacle, Speed, and Extreme starter sets have 56. So you're getting about double and a little bit more what you'd get normally in a starter set for less than double the price of a regular starter set. As most of the other starter sets, the Obstacle, Speed, Extreme, are going for about 100 euros. Now we have the solid column height tiles. We have 8 of those in the Giant Starter Set, 4 of the tunnel columns, 1 short wall, 1 medium wall, 2 long walls, 16 balconies, and 4 double balconies. So all of these Vertical Pro building parts, you get the same quantity as if you were to buy a Vertical Pro starter set. You look down here at the Vertical Pro expansion set, and you get most of those same pieces, except the Vertical Pro expansion set does not have a short wall, and it does not have any double balconies. So that's why I'm saying that the Giant Starter Set has a bundled Vertical Pro Starter Set inside of it. Let's move on to the track. You get 27 short track pieces. This is 3 times what you normally get in the base starter set, the Vertical Pro, the Obstacle, and the Speed. Now the Extreme Starter Set is going to have 15, so you're getting almost double of the small track pieces of what you get there. The medium track, you get 18 pieces. Long track, you get 9 pieces. Again, this is 3 times what you normally get in a GraviTrax Starter Set. We also have 2 of the extra long speed tracks and 2 of the extra long slow speed tracks. This is what you get normally in the Bridges expansion, or in the Speed Starter Set, you get 2 each. The Obstacle Starter Set has 1 each, and the Advent Calendar is going to have 1 apiece. So it's nice you get a lot of those long tracks, which are really fun to build with. You get 2 finish lines, so you can finish marbles in 2 different tiles at the same time. As far as the Bernoulli tracks, the short ones, there's the straight short Bernoulli track, you get 2 of those, and you get 3 each of the curved left and curved right Bernoulli tracks. And that's the same quantity as you get in the Vertical Pro Starter Set, the Speed Starter Set, the Extreme Starter Set, and the Advent Calendar expansion. So that's pretty typical. Now, here we get to the tunnel parts, essentially, is 2 of the long Bernoulli tracks, 1 drop rail convex, 1 drop rail concave, and 2 track ball catchers. That's exactly what you get in the tunnel expansion set, and also in the Speed Starter Set. But this is one reason why I say that it has a bundled tunnel expansion set in it. And we'll also see the other tunnel pieces in a bit. It only comes with 1 launch pad. The Giant GraviTrax Starter Set comes with 1 launch pad, but it does come with a spinner, so you can launch balls that way as well. I was thinking maybe they should have put 2 of these in there. I mean, if you've got the equivalent of 2 to 3 starter sets, you probably ought to have 2 to 3 launchers, you know? So I don't know, maybe skimping a little bit there. But we get a whopping 70 curved tiles in the Giant Starter Set. Normally you get 21 to 28, and the Extreme Starter Set has 35, so you're getting double what's in the Extreme Starter Set. Notably missing in the Giant Starter Set for a new set that's coming out in September, when the 4 new curved tiles are coming out, the Giant set does not contain those curved tiles, those new curved tiles. The ribbon curved tile, the 2-way merge, the left merge and the right merge, those are not in the Giant Starter Set. They're only in the Extreme Starter Set and the Advent Calendar. Big mistake. This could be the deal clincher. I mean, these new parts look really fun. And they're not in there, you know, so I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking. They could have put at least 1 in. I think the most cost-effective way is going to be the Advent Calendar, but we don't know for sure that these are in the Advent Calendar. In the Advent Calendar description, Ravensburger has said you get 11 new curved tiles. What does new mean? Does that mean it's not the old ones? We don't know until we see an unboxing, but we think that the Advent Calendar might have 2 to 3 apiece of these new curved tiles that are being released in September here. You get 1 apiece in the Extreme Starter Set, but that's not too cost effective. The Advent Calendar would be the way to really get a lot of those pieces quickly, if indeed the Advent Calendar contains those. So I think Ravensburger missed the boat there. I mean, they could have put out an all-in-one set that has everything, and they didn't put the new curved tiles in. I don't know what they were thinking. In the Giant Starter Set, you also get 2 landing pads with the landing pad insert. You get 10 junction bases, which is 2 to 3 times what you normally get in a starter set. You get 2 3-in-1 bases. You normally get 1 in a starter set. 4 2-in-1 bases, which also serves as the base for the switch. So you get 4 switches. That's the equivalent of 2 starter sets worth of switches. You get 2 vortexes. Normally you get 1 in a starter set. You get 12 basic tiles with the 3-way openings, and those are used for the 2 free fall inserts, the 4 catcher inserts, the 2 splash inserts, and also the tunnel and switch, the tunnel curve and switch pieces, which are over here. You get 4 curved tunnel inserts and 2 tunnel switch inserts. So when we look at these free fall, catcher, and splash inserts, you're getting double what you normally get in a starter set. You're getting 2 of the straight tunnel inserts with its base tile. That's normally what you get in the tunnels expansion set. If we look down here at the tunnel expansion set, it's the same quantity you get in the Giant Starter Set. So that's why I'm saying that the Giant Starter Set has a bundled tunnel set inside of it. There are 2 vertical U-turn tunnels, which are nice. Again, that's what you get in the tunnel set. And there are no flex tubes. We're going into the expansion parts now. No manual marble lifts, no bridges, but there are 2 magnetic cannons. That's the equivalent of 2 starter sets worth of cannons. No transfers, no trampolines, no zip lines, no spirals, no volcanoes. Here's what you do get in the Giant Starter Set. They've bundled a hammer, a scoop, a jumper. So that's pretty cool. That's, $30 worth of expansions. And then they've also bundled 1 apiece of the 4 Vertical Pro expansions: the mixer, the splitter, the turntable, and the Helix 3D crossing. And that's exactly what you also get in the Extreme Starter Set. And then you get a spinner, which is also in the Extreme Starter Set. So this makes a hard choice for us between the Extreme Starter Set and the Giant Starter Set. Now again, these are only available in Europe at this time. You can order them from Amazon.fr. You can't get the Extreme Starter Set from Amazon.fr in the US or Canada yet, but you can get the Giant Starter Set. They will deliver it for a fee. So it's going to be a hard decision, because I think the Extreme Starter Set, even though it doesn't have the loop, the scoop, and the hammer, the fact that it does have all 4 of the Vertical Pro expansion parts, plus the spinner, plus the 4 new tiles, that might be more attractive for some people. Or the Giant Starter Set might get you started with almost everything, and then get the Advent calendar, because then you'll get the gold marble and the 4 new curve tiles, assuming that's what Ravensburger means when they say that it has 11 new curve tiles in it. So we don't know for sure what Ravensburger's doing there. They're making it a bit of a surprise, and maybe you don't want to know. Maybe you want to find out during the Advent season as you go through the Advent calendar. But if you want to get started with the Vertical Pro pieces and the basic pieces, plus all the Vertical Pro expansions, plus a tunnel set, and plus all the long speed rails, the Giant Starter Set has almost everything you'd want. So it might be a good place to start at 165 euros. It's less than the price of 2 of the larger starter sets, the Extreme Starter Set and the Speed Starter Set. The base starter set is really cheap nowadays. You can find that online for $40. So it's, what is that? Less than, in the 30 euro range, 35 maybe. And so you can get a lot of your basic starter set pieces just by buying that base starter set, or by going on Amazon.com and getting one of the obstacle starter sets, which typically sell for around $50 to $60, including shipping. off of eBay in the US. The Giant Starter Set, though, if you're just getting started and you really want to go all in for GraviTrax, might be a really good option. You get a lot of variety, you really do. That normally you would have to buy a tunnel set and a vertical pro expansion set to get. If this information has been helpful to you, please hit the subscribe button on the way out.